Welcome back one and all for the latest episode of the Good, the Bad and the Ugly at Liverpool FC podcast, brought to you by the LFC File and myself, Ben Green. Thanks for stopping by. As always, it's greatly appreciated, and I would like to begin by wishing you all a merry festive season. Hope the Christmas period has gone well for you and you've received from Santa what you want, or more importantly, what you need. Again, thanks for stopping by. It's greatly appreciated. As always, if the content floats your boat, remember to like, subscribe, press the notification bell, tell your friends and fam, and let's continue to grow the community. As always, a couple of shameless plugs from myself. Firstly, to mention that this episode will also be available as an audio podcast on Apple Podcast and, of course, Spotify. In addition, the season summary 24-25 of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, when Liverpool secured number 20, and this is available for purchase on Amazon for £8.50, and in the other stores, the US and Europe, for $10.60 or something, and €10.60, about the same price in euros and dollars. Again, thanks for stopping by. Let's get into it with the good. And the good this week is going to be none other than Liverpool's 2-1 win at home against Wolves on Saturday. A very hard-earned victory, although it needn't have been. Liverpool were 2-0 up and cruising at half-time, following an opening goal from Ryan Gravenberch, very well taken after a cross from the byline by none other than Mr. Jeremy Frimpong, who has been missing and is making his presence known with some very good performances of late. And it was his cross that ultimately led to the ball coming out to Mr. Ryan Gravenberch, who was able to fire home through the smallest of gaps, as was seen from the camera in the goal, to put Liverpool ahead. That was on 41 minutes, and a couple of minutes later, Mr. Florian Wirtz opened his Premier League goal account for Liverpool with a well-taken goal, which was assisted by no other than Hugo Ekitike, who made a very good assist, a nice slide rule pass, and the young German was able to slot that past the keeper under pressure as well to make the score 2-0. And Liverpool apparently cruising at that point. In the second half, shortly after half-time actually, Wolves pulled a goal back from a dreaded set piece, which we'll come on to later. In the Independent, it was reported by Richard Jolly, Florian Wirtz finally scores as Liverpool win again, but Wolves reveal same old flaw. He goes on to say Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. Florian Wirtz scored his first Reds goal as the Premier League champions edged past their championship-bound opponents, which is a bit harsh, but I suppose it's probably true at this point to say that. But let's see, nothing's decided until May. But yeah, very good performance there, and thoroughly deserved victory, I have to say. If I look at my notes, I've got standout performers, Wirtz, class. Got Jones, hard-working as he has been of late. In the last few games, he's really put a good shift in, and Saturday's game was no exception. Milos Kerkez, industrious. He's actually coming into his own now in the Liverpool shirt in the left-back position. He was very good on Saturday, and I think he was pretty good value for the starting berth. Chiesa hard-working. It's nice to see him finally get a start in the absence of Mr. Salah and Szoboszlai, who's serving a one-match suspension. Frimpong adds a new dimension, which he did. McAllister, yeah, okay. Ekitike, good, unlucky. And VVD and Konate solid at the back, although... so I'll come on to the defending for the goal a bit later. So good result for Liverpool, moving them up into 4th spot. Momentum now being built up by Liverpool, which brings us swiftly on to the bad, which is not that bad actually, but worthy of a mention. And this is Liverpool conceding from another set piece 5 minutes or so after half time. when Bueno was able to fire in after Wolves won themselves a corner, and then this set up a very nervy finish for Liverpool, and you could see that they were a little bit lacking in confidence, getting better, but you could see that had they conceded another, their heads really would have dropped, and then they would have been struggling against actually chucking the game away. And Paul Gorst reported in the Echo, Liverpool sum up their season in one afternoon as needless nerves kick in against Wolves. And then it says Paul Gorst delivers his verdict as the Reds edged out rock-bottom Wolves to earn a third straight Premier League win. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's a fair summary, needless nerves, because they shouldn't really have conceded there. And I just felt they're all at sea, and especially I noticed Konate, he went down like someone who'd been shot from the stands or something, and he just sort of seemed to, I don't know, hold his face or something and just sort of fall down under the slightest challenge. I don't know if he was trying to get a free kick or something, or I don't know if there was a goal, maybe a VAR, and it would have been disallowed, but this was so soft. I think there's got more chance of him walking to the moon than getting a free kick for that. And Arne Slot mentioned this after in his post-match press conference to say, yes, we again conceded from a set piece, and he mentioned that more goals are being conceded by set pieces, but if you know this is the case, then you need to make sure that you're not conceding them. Having a squad of 25 pretty decent players, let's not beat around the bush. These are very good players, and they should really be doing a lot better than they are. So hopefully this will improve as the confidence comes slowly back. But we're seeing good signs. So it's bad, but it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. And that brings us swiftly on to the Smugly. And the Smugly, I would say, is that Liverpool find themselves somehow in fourth place following a dismal run of results. Liverpool are in fourth place on 32 points, albeit 7 points behind Aston Villa. So let's see if they can make that up. 10 behind Arsenal. Stranger things have happened, but I don't see Liverpool making that ground up. They are 3 points ahead of Chelsea, so this is good. Hopefully they can hang on to that fourth place. And you never know, improve and catch and overtake Villa, because there's another 19 games to be played. So there's a lot to happen between now and the middle of May. And if we look at Liverpool's upcoming fixtures on New Year's Day, Liverpool welcome Leeds. Welcome, I'm not sure that's the appropriate word, but they will welcome Leeds to Anfield for the return game following the draw a few weeks back. And then 2 away fixtures at Fulham and Arsenal respectively. And then 2 home games against Barnsley in the FA Cup, hopefully better than the result against Yeovil last season at this stage, and then followed by Burnley in the Premier League. So some interesting fixtures coming up. Apart from Arsenal, I don't really see too much for Liverpool to be worried about in the upcoming weeks. I think they should be quietly confident that they can keep this run going, and the run is what you really need if you want to be successful in the Premier League. A good string of wins can propel someone, as we've seen Liverpool down in the doldrums in 13th place a couple of weeks ago, now up into 4th with a few wins under their belt. So if they can continue this run of form, then the sky really is the limit. To wrap up, be going to the January transfer window now. What is there in terms of speculation? The biggest one, I suppose, is Semenyo. I can't see Antoine Semenyo coming to Liverpool. Apparently everything has been agreed with Man City, but I did see Romano this morning mentioning that Liverpool are trying to hijack the deal. So this could be interesting development late on. It would be nice for Liverpool to do that for a change rather than people gazumping them, although they've been pretty good in the transfer business or transfer dealings this last few years. So yes, maybe they can pull a fast one over Man City and secure Mr. Semenyo. You never know, heads are easily turned, as we've seen over the last few years. There's reports about Gay of course linked with a move to Liverpool and maybe a rekindling of the transaction that collapsed over the summer, but I can't see that happening for now. Who knows, stranger things have happened. Maybe, I would say there's a very slim chance that Gay will go to Liverpool now, although I noticed Palace's results have kind of, I wouldn't say collapsed, they've lost 2 games on the trot now, didn't they? They lost against Tottenham yesterday, and I can't remember who they played the other day. I think Man City, and they lost. So you never know. Maybe there's rumblings in the dressing room. Could all change. Yeah. So on that, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you very much for stopping by. I will take this chance to bid you all a very happy New Year and a healthy, wealthy, and prosperous 2026. I wish you all the best of everything. Hopefully, things work out well for us all. Remember, like, subscribe, press the notification bell, and leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are for the good, the bad, and the ugly this week, whether or not you agree or if you think it's a load of pants. So, looking forward to hearing from you all. On that note, take care of yourselves, look after yourselves and one another, and until next year, peace, your LFC File.